Hi, good morning, guys. Today we're looking at the moving average strategy, how to use it so that we can navigate the market with ease. So we did say that you can add the 8 MA, 50 MA, and 200 MA, of which they are all here. 200 MA represented in red, and then there's blue, light blue, which is 50 represented, and there's as well the dark blue one, which is 8 MA, which is represented there. So how the strategy works is that every time after closing beneath the 8 MA, you wait for the second candle to close, right, as a confirmation. Then you take a risky sell, and look at this. After this red candle close here, the second one, this is where you should enter. This is your profit running, right? So where you take your profit is that you also look at this blue line, in terms of its touching. Wherever it touches, you should take your profit. So even here, because it's already halfway, you can just take off and take some of the profit and then leave some trades to run until they actually get somewhere here, right? So we're going to look at that, and then we go to day one, and we see that the day one already, it's actually on a bullish mood yesterday. So we'll also see how today, if it can break the lower high, or it can continue going high. So now, how do you do that? When you check this strategy on day one, let's click on the arrow here. So on the second candle, once it closes like this is your profit that you'll also look at. This is where you need to take your risky your risky sell, and then let the profit run. And the same way is as well, if you want to buy, you have to wait for this 8 MA to be above, right? So in this meantime, we're still looking for sells. And then now we go to H4. H4, it's already telling us something. So we see that the 8 MA already on H4, it's above, right? So immediately after closing on this screen, you should have actually took a buy somewhere here on 992, and then let it run, right? So possible movement for today. Remember, we've got the news today, so can be even up to here after breaking the zone which is here, or support that is here. So now we go to 1 hour time frame. So when we check our time frame as well, the strategy still plays around fairly, right? Look at this. And this is each one. Let me look for another error. So this is our blue line, and the candlestick closed above somewhere here with this green candle, right? This is where you need to take a risky buy, or wait for it at least to close above and then take this one. You see the buys for 2 hours, you've been into profit, right? So now look at this as well. What happens when you get to the blue line? So it normally retests back and just spike back, right, to show you that it's a retest. The buyers now losing some little power there. So this is where you need to take your partials if you're into buy, and then if you want to hold longer, then you just leave one trade to run, and with a proper stop loss. Make sure if you took the entry here, then you're going to move the stop loss exactly here, so that if the market comes against you, it will take you out at zero and you've got nothing to lose. That's break even. And we go to M30. So we see that from here, the market has been actually confirming using this 8 MA above here. Then you took a buy. It came again back and did the same thing as it was correcting impulse. So you see how this is working. So exactly here, after crossing above, then you're taking your entry here, and that's where you go, right? So now we're going to check the red line. That we've got the red line here, which is 200 MA, so which is as well the possible for the market to come and take the price here, you see. So now we go to M15 as well. It's now actually underneath our, the moving average 8. So if we were to sell, we will have to wait for this candle to close, and then after closing, then we can then say that it closed beneath the 8 MA, and now you can take a risk sell on that. But you have to wait for it, right? You can't predict how it's going to close. It has to tell you if it's going to close above or beneath. So as a result, if it closed below, then you know what you should do. So you see how crazy it is if you decide before it can close. So if you have to wait for it. So let's keep pushing. So you can also check the strategy on M5. So you see this blue candle, it's already above the moving average. So we have to wait for it as an indication to see where is it actually going. So it depends what are you, if you're a scalper, if you are a day trader, or you're a swing trader, then you can just choose your time frame and you stick to it, right? Just like week 1, remember week 1 is still selling, but because of it still has a lot of volumes, it can even try to push it a little bit up, but then not close as a green. So but it still have more time before it can close to frustrate a lot of people, right? So we see the day 1 here, we didn't actually get a buy signal because obviously the 8 MA is above, right? So we couldn't actually enter here, because the strategy doesn't support that, right? So but for those who are still in sell, they know that they are still in profit up to this level, right? So now we check a 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is the one that actually confirmed the buy. So for those who are swingers, you can even trade each 4-hour time frame and then let it swing with you. So let's see how far it can go. So we actually missed on this one. So some people love entering exactly here after the, but remember this is 4-hour time frame, right? I love positions where I enter somewhere here and do not worry about it going up, because if I entered here, then you see what's going to happen. The price is going to move above your entry, right? If you entered here, if your entries here already, you have verified you're in deep profit. Actually, you can decide to leave with your profit, or you can decide to put a stop loss here and let the price continue going, you see. But now in this case, let's say in this case you take a buy here because of maybe you think it's still supporting the direction, you're not really far, you didn't miss out. Then let's say you put a stop loss here, you see the price might come here on the next candlestick, right? And then before it can take off, so you see you'd be in a loss when it gets here. So it's very important to understand the candlesticks and understand how to be patient and wait for your own signal to give you a coverage, whether it's going up or down, you see. And once you are done that, you just apply your confidence and trading plan, meaning that you remain disciplined, because remember you entered based on the strategy, and with that strategy you put your stop loss maybe somewhere here, and in case if it fails, then it's going to take you out with a small loss, you see. So that's how we do it, guys. This is the strategy that I'm teaching you here. So let's practice it, and let's check as well its behavior in the past performance charts. So we see that even here, right, somewhere here, it worked very fine, because after it closed above, then you know that on the second candle, then you can just decide to position yourself for a buy. Look at this huge dump, and it never came back to that level, right? Never came back to that level. And this is a 4-hour time frame, guys, so it means you'd be killing it by now, you see. So now the price dropped below, and obviously on this candle, obviously it closed below, right? So but waiting for it to confirm, so some would have entered here and still be able to make profit, or even a risky sell here, you make profit. So look at this as well, this here. So this eventually, it just broke up because of the news and stuff. So but look at this, after these confirmations, it went straight up. Even when it sells, it tells you this. Look at this candlestick, it closed below, then you know what you should do, right? So just like that, and you are good to go. You can even use the strategy on lower time frames. So you see, after the candlestick closed above this moving average, it continued going up, you see. So that is the strategy, guys. Let's practice it and tell me the results. Send me your screenshots. Let me see where we can help, and we will decide when to go live and do a live session together so we can trade all together with the strategy.